Hello everyone, I'm back to the tier list maker, and today I will be rating, well, the limiters that came out, and I have a few limiters that I want to shift around a little bit, and a few names that I want to change a little bit. Now, first things first, let's change this name. Scamish, because it's not fully a scam, however, it's scammy a little bit. Like, it's a little bit scammy. Most of these cars are a letdown. Like, overpriced, let down, on resale too much. Literally was brought back as a free vehicle after you had to grind for it. Just a little bit random compared to the second car that was added in the update. It was a mini update, just like the update that came out now with the Mazda and Timu Land Rover. This one came with a Ferrari, so this one really didn't really shine. These, I mean, you know what? These, I think, are an exclusion, but I can't really put them to great but skippable, must buy, mid, or I guess if you got. I mean, I'll put them up, but this don't mean nothing. This doesn't mean anything. Because these two are joke vehicles, both April Fools. So, I mean, I guess. You know, these are more like an honorable mention, which if I can get rid of this tier, which I am, honestly, not bad. Which I am getting rid of because, well, if I can't rank them, they'll stay down here from now on. So this thing's going down here, and I'll be distributing these lot. These two are coming down here. These are a different breed. They're not even meant to be like a vehicle. This one, but however, oh, my bad. This one is going to hot garbage because it came on resale this Christmas. So there's no point of it anymore. Because it was free, and now you have to grind for it. So there's no point for it anymore. Hot trash, guys. Don't buy it. You got it for free, you got it for free. It would be scamish, but now it's just whatever, man. Well, let's go with the Aston. First of all, I honestly want to say this is one of the greatest vehicles I've ever purchased in Car Crushers 2. But if you skip it, the interior is not too great. If you skip it, the interior is not too great, so you're not losing a lot. This thing was honestly mid. It looks amazing, but the performance and the interior are mid. The interior, it has this stupid thing where the middle gauge, it has these gauges where the middle gauge is just missing, which I absolutely hate. Because why is the middle gauge missing? Why is it just a black circle? It's annoying. But anyways, moving on. We have this Lambo, which honestly, it looks... No, actually, you know what? Yeah, great. Yeah, I'll put a great biscuit. But honestly, it looks bad. Looks like they were meant to release on, you know, like 2017, but forgot to. And then they were like, yeah, let's just throw this into the game. But this thing actually handles and performs. Acceleration, performance, top speed, brakes are all not bad. For how it looks, it performs incredibly well. Incredible. And the engine is beautiful. The engine is actually cool looking. Like it's like, you know, I can't explain it. But it looks good, trust me. It looks cheap, but if you drive it, you'll understand why this was a limited. It's actually got good performance. This thing is just, I mean, this thing is just like the best one. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, it's better than this. This thing is the best electric vehicle Car Crushers ever added. It beats this vehicle by a mile because, well, they're both on resale. This one's much older, first of all. Therefore, the design is more tame. However, this one I liked because it looks incredible in any color you put on it. The interior is top notch. It looks top notch. And honestly, I like this more than this. This one has shit clearance, and it's in every game I played. This thing had very bad clearance for some reason. I don't know why they always give this car bad clearance. This one is low, but it has like okay clearance for how low it is. This one is actually good. I like it more than this. This one, I don't know, it looks funky. This one looks more tame, and I like it. And they're both like around the same, you know. Next is this thing, which honestly, it looks incredibly quick. But once again, it is... No, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to put it down to Scamish. Because this thing looks so aggressive, so quick. Yet, it's just so poor in acceleration. Now, you know it doesn't deserve that. Like, you know, it's just so poorish. No, also one more thing. I'm moving this one up here because I just feel like moving it up there. I feel like it shouldn't be in that, I guess, because it actually got good stats. It's just, I think it's still, you know, really close to this tier, but I think I've grown on this one more. I start liking it more, so I'm just gonna move it up one because I like this thing more now. You know, now that I like, you know, I actually use it. It's actually quick. It's actually good. Like when I just bought, I didn't really use it. I just didn't like the fact that they just copied the design, and added the body kit on the car. You know, like a little body kit that you could barely see if you didn't really pay attention. You know, but honestly, this thing has grown on me. This thing, I don't know. It's really very close to this tier, to I guess. But honestly, it was on Easter. Now it was on resale. Well, no, it wasn't actually on resale. I got it for free from the secret present. You got 2 cars from it. It was this thing, and the from the epic, and this one you get from the legendary. It was like a vehicle that you don't own. Like, you know, I didn't own this car and this car, and I got this car. I mean, I wish I got this one because this is actually a special vehicle. This is not, you know. Um, you know, it honestly, this thing, it feels like a scam. Just like this one, they both look quick, but this one looks quicker. You know, this one looks aggressive. Yeah, it's so slow. It's very slow. This one's going straight to mid, you know. It's just another limited that we have in the game. I really like it and appreciate it for what it is. Really, I do. But honestly, there's nothing crazy about this vehicle. Nothing special about this car. Nothing, you know, like, wow, oh my god, I'm going to 100% buy this. Nothing. None of that. One more thing, yeah. Oh, my bad for that message. Look, I don't understand why so many modern limiteds, like new limiteds, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, just never on resale. Never. They have to be like at least 2 years old to be on resale for some reason, which is cool, which is good. Honestly, why? Anyways, let's start with the cars that were released. Now, first things first, I guess. And this is plainly because I love the design and how to get it. This thing is honestly, single-handedly made my channel pop off because when I released the tutorials, they got like 20 views, but I went around on servers and promoting my channel, and that's what got me off the ground, you know. If I wouldn't have done that, nobody would have found my channel. But I you know, like seriously, my long form videos, these started me off. This car started me off. That's why I'm putting this straight to mid because it's honestly, it looks good. I said this last time and I'll keep saying it. I hate open cars. I hate them. With an exception of this car because it's honestly just clean. And I mean, this one's okay as well, I guess. But this one, I don't, you know, it has a nice design. My only concern is there is absolutely no protection from anywhere but the sides. Like, you can get easy no-scoped. Like, honestly, if you're driving this vehicle. Well, honestly, of course, we don't have guns in Car Crash 2, so I'm just being unrealistic here. But honestly, this vehicle got me off the ground. It got me started on YouTube. So, you know, it's only fair if I put it to mid. Matter of fact, I would put it in a different breed, but no. You can't do that. That's cheating. Yeah, this vehicle got me off the ground, so I got some connection to it. But honestly, as a vehicle in Car Crushes, it's going to mid. It's not crazy. I would say it has the worst acceleration in the game, you know. Because it's honestly, it has the worst acceleration. Worse than the biggest cars in the game. By far the worst acceleration. When you click go, it doesn't go. It waits like 1 or 2 seconds and then it starts gently rolling off. Which is kind of annoying for how big the engine is. But the looks totally make up for it. And it got the ice cream van horn as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's now only 2 cars have this horn. Next, we have the Midnight Racer. Honestly, this one let me down. Let me down by a mile. When I saw it from the front on the leak, it looked so obnoxious, crazy good. It did. But honestly, when I got it, I got sick of it, like, instantly. Because first of all, when I spawned it in, when I just got it, the back was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life because it's just empty. There's just nothing there but the taillights. Taillights and a spoiler. And then the rest is just, like, empty. There's nothing there. There's not even, like, you know, flatbed. Nothing. It's just emptiness. There's nothing there. You know, it's just panels. There's nothing. No detail. Nothing. No, you know, like, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know how some cars have detail in the back, like a grill, this, that, that, curves. This one had nothing. This one had, like a, you know, dents like this in the middle. That's where the spoiler attachment sat. two tail lights and the like nothing else. There was just like square curves on it. There's nothing else. The back looks absolutely disgusting for this car, and the interior is not even that great either. Now this thing was different because when we got this thing, it's been a long time. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I just remember we had the cameras. It wasn't. But honestly, this thing, if you put the orange colors in the neon trim, like not change the color, just put it into neon, only the orange, it looks fire. That's what I did, and I still have it to this day. Honestly, it's mid because it's a truck. It's nothing crazy, but honestly, it's amazing. By the way, it is the same brand like the rocket truck. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? But honestly, there's nothing crazy about this one. But it's honestly a great addition to the game. And honestly, I feel like this was like the most Halloween-y vehicle. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, I'm messing with you guys. To be honest, this Halloween was the best Halloween because every single vehicle looked Halloween-y. Like, I could look at this vehicle, tell it's Halloween. Look at this, Halloween. Look at this, Halloween. That dragster that we also got added, Halloween. This thing. Now, I have no idea what this is. I think this is Peugeot. I have no idea what this is. And honestly, to be honest, I don't know why Car Crush just keeps adding a vintage car and a cool car in the same, you know, mid updates. That's what they did to like this update again, and that's what they did with this vehicle. That's what they did with this car. And where's the other one? And this car. I don't know why they keep adding it. Unless there's a theme like the vintage update where we had this and this. They just add us old vintage car and a sports car in. But you know what? It kind of adds diversity. This one, I mean, I guess. There's nothing crazy about this vehicle. Honestly, there is nothing crazy. Nah, you know what? I'm going to put this down. You know what? I'm going to put this down because, honestly, I'm pissed. Because it looked so great from the front, but the back totally, like, dragged it down. Made it so boring. And, you know, like, you can't just look on the front of the vehicle when you're driving. That'll make you crash. So you constantly have to see the ugly back of the car, so it feels scamish. It looked promising, but it's honestly just mid. Honestly. Where did I put that? Yeah, this one's going straight to mid tier, you know. There's nothing crazy about this one. This thing. Honestly, I don't like this car. Not in IRL, not in game, nowhere. I don't like it. The performance is also underrating. Especially the handling and the, like, start acceleration. I don't really like it. When you, like, start driving for, like, 2 seconds, then it, like, kicks in, you know. But, you know, I just don't like it. It feels off when I drive that car. I don't like it. I like the Valkyrie more. When they just added this, I thought this was like Timu Valkyrie, but then I found out that no, this is an actual Aston. I was like, oh. And then I didn't care because I honestly don't like this Aston. It looks like a Timu Valkyrie to me. Maybe someone likes it, but I honestly don't like it. I don't know why. I don't like vehicles that look like other vehicles. Unless it's Bugatti, you know, like those are cool. The Jackaman. That's what Jaggy was calling the game, Jackaman. I don't know why they call it that. It's weird. This one's going to mid. Because this one looks amazing until you look onto the headlights, which don't exist. It's meant to be like a pop-up. You know, like the thing goes down and then you can see the headlight. They did add it in the middle, but that was like the most laziest thing. And there's no headlight system in the game. So you can't really see the headlights. It's just like a bulb inside there and that's nothing more. But honestly, looks-wise, this thing is amazing. Just, there's nothing crazy. It's like another limited in the game, you know what I mean? This thing is absolutely disgusting. I hate it. They said this is like the ultimate collector's vehicle. But honestly, I hate it. I hate it. I must say, I hate it. Honestly, this is another Aston in the game, and I just feel like we have too much of them. We just have too much Astons. We have 1. We have 2. I think we only have 2 limited Astons, but that still, I think they just started adding too much Astons recently. I don't like Astons that much, to be honest. Oh, 3. Here's another one. Yeah, honestly, I don't like Astons that much, and I don't know why they added 2 Astons so close to each other. That just feels stupid to me. That feels stupid. This thing feels scamish because when I bought it, it was like this thing, just a little bit better. These 3 cars have the same issue. All their performance is absolutely disgusting compared to how they look. These things are meant to be quick. In real life, I bet these things are quick and top notch. But in the game, all of these cars' accelerations, apart from this one, because this is just different. Yeah, they're all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put them together so it's more comfortable for me. All 3 of these are just like, they look good. Don't get me wrong, they look amazing. Though the Aston looks a little bit tacky, I will admit. Like, it doesn't look like an Aston to me. It's tacky, but it says it's a luxury limited collector's car or something like that. Okay, I'm not buying that shit. But honestly, the performance was just appalling to compare how they presented it. The Coke truck. Oh my days. This straight up must buy. I do not care what anybody says. This is the first limited that we had with a trailer. And then next update, this diabolical thing came. But this was the first... Wait, was it? Wait. Was it? Yeah, it was. No, what? Yes, it was. No. Yes. Yes, no. Yes, it was. Yes, this thing is the first limited to ever come with a trailer. And it's honestly... The first limited to come with a trailer couldn't have been better. Because this is the greatest limited you could have picked for Christmas. I honestly wanted this limited since my first, like, you know, limited Christmas with a limited vehicle, you know. I wanted this in the game for a long time. I really did. Because I thought a Coca-Cola truck on Christmas wouldn't hit harder than anything. We already have a Bloxy Cola truck. Now we have a Christmas Bloxy Cola truck. Which is twice as cool because now we can have... Like, it's just so cool. I don't know how to explain, but it's just cool. And also, if you go on a custom server, which you do need the admin panel for, and set it to nighttime, the parts will glow better. So there is a day-night system. You just gotta have an admin panel for it. I guess that's how it goes. And you gotta make a server, which is free. Not private, just on the service panel. You don't have the admin panel for that. But honestly, I don't care. This is the first limited with a trailer that we ever got. And honestly, it couldn't have been better. There's one thing I don't like. Over here, right here, you could see the glowing parts inside the cabin, but honestly, I still don't care. I still don't care because the amount of detail and it just looks so beautiful. It's crazy. This thing, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Just genuinely so disappointed. This is like a vehicle that was made by, like, it's the brother of Chemblock, basically. It's like the Hoonicorn, but a pickup. And the Hoonicorn's not on here because it's a permanent mission. Also, yeah, there will be a permanent mission vehicle coming onto this list soon because the Maserati got removed. The Air Thruster Maserati got removed. Finally, they're starting to remove those vehicles. Hopefully, we will see more perm missions in the future. Since they're removing a lot of perm missions, we should see more perm missions. Which is not great, but at least they start swapping them, which is already good. If they're not limited, like, they're not, you know, they actually are limited now, you know. But anyways, this thing has no drift abilities ever. Nothing. No, it's not. I'm putting it scamish, not because it looks bad. It looks amazing. Honestly, it looks amazing. It does. And it has limited rims on it as a stock, which is already great. Not many vehicles have that. You know, the only vehicle I can recall having that is the Skull Rattler and this Ferrari right here. The rest, maybe they do. I just maybe don't remember. Maybe I'm just retarded. This thing has it. No, not this thing. This thing has it. But yeah, but the drift, like you put drift tires on it, it drifts nothing. Like literally nothing. Nothing. This Ferrari drifts better than this. I tested it. And this is a Ferrari. This is meant to be a drift vehicle. Now, I don't know what Car Crushers did. Was it just overwhelming and they forgot to add the actual purpose of this vehicle? The Hoonicorn drifts amazing. It's the best drift car in the game. Like, hands down, it's the best. And honestly, no one ever doubted that because it's meant to be like that. This one, I expected to be just like it. But it was worse. It was way worse. It was like, it looks drifty, but it's nothing. It's literally nothing. In the drift world, it's a piece of junk in this game. If you're a drifter, this thing would be a piece of junk. It would just be like, it would be like a pony car, you know what I mean? Like a showroom car. Like you show it in a showroom, but like if they say race it, you won't because it's slow as shit. It's like a BMW i8. Looks quick, absolutely slow though. You know, this looks drifty. Absolutely not drifty. Complete opposite. Disgusting. So yeah, it's scammy. Not because of its looks. It looks good. Performs okay. It's a drift car. However, it can't drift. Yeah. So yeah, this thing is just straight must buy. It's like the first rocket vehicle limited that we had in the game. And honestly, it's not quicker than the Mercedes T40, but it is way more like cooler than the Mercedes T40. First of all, it's the first vehicle that's a sleigh. Yeah, This vehicle's not a sleigh. It has wheels. It just has sleighs on the side, but it has wheels. Look down here. It has wheels. This thing is the first ever Rocket Limited in the game. I don't know what Car Crushers 2 was doing this Christmas, but low-key, 2 of the cars that were added, they cooked. However, there were some cars that absolutely did not cook. There were. Let's be honest here. Next is this Abomination. I don't know why this was added on Christmas. There's nothing Christmassy about this thing. And once again, it has, just like this thing, it has a green windshield, which I guess it's like night vision type thing. And I mean, if you like it, it's not really scammy because I mean it's good at what it is. It's built to be a box attached to a box, which is the second car of a trailer. Box with a box. It's good at that. The first is the cabin and the engine. Second is the crew. I guess it's good for role playing maybe. My only issue with this, like, real issue with these type of vehicles, with tracks and with these sleighs, their wheels, so what they move on, phase through. Unlike the wheels, you know, they phase through. You can see the ground just go through them. I don't like that, but whatever. Yeah, in this one, whenever you turn, there was like 2 metal bars there that were meant to be like, you know, in real life they would turn with the trailer, you know, to adjust, you know, like hydraulics type thing. In this game, they don't turn because this game doesn't have physics, you know, for individual parts. It doesn't have physics though that advanced. Yeah, so it would just be like just in the air and the trailer would completely go off the thing and it would just look tacky. But I mean, if you really want it, if you're like a military person, I guess it's for you. This thing, oh my days, this thing is good. It's great. It's great. I didn't like it at first when it just just leaked it because it was so high up. But when I bought it and drove it, it was amazing. Honestly, I liked it. Only thing I didn't understand, there's holes like, you know, in the back that you can see from the outside, but if you look through the inside, they're completely welded shut, which I don't understand. It's like, you know, texture type problem that Car Crushers, that a lot of games have, and Car Crushers isn't really a game that suffers from that, but on this car they did. So I hope they fix it, but genuinely, it's a great vehicle, but I mean, it's skippable. Also, it's the third McLaren to have a player inside it. The Z1 was the first McLaren to ever have it. It's like a player and it says Car Crushers 2 music. Next was the Omnitech, and now it's this thing. Hopefully, Car Crushers keeps the tradition. Now, honestly, one of the McLarens didn't have it. This McLaren didn't have it, but honestly, it doesn't fall under the same tree, I think, as these do. It's honestly like, you know, type of a car that I call side McLaren, you know. But honestly, this one is honestly a great vehicle, hands down. Next is this Merc, which again, in real life, this thing is a beast, but just like the Lotus, it's honestly a letdown. Because the performance isn't too great, but honestly, I didn't expect it to be a supercar type thing. That's why it's not going to Scamish. It's not supercar, so I didn't really expect much of it. This thing, these 3 vehicles are all 3 the same because I expected way more because of their real life, you know, legendariness. This is like, you would say this is normal Mercedes, but no, this is actually a quick spec, you know, it's like a race car type thing. It's not a race car, but it was a gangster thing. If you watch the film Taxi, you would know what I'm talking about. So yeah, all 3 of these vehicles have an insane history behind them. This was honestly the 90s criminal vehicle. This was a master at racing a rally, you know, masterpiece. This thing was just powerful and crazy for what it is, but honestly in the game they're just all 3 mid. And this thing, it's honestly scamish. Now, I know what? Hot trash. They dared to call this thing a Hennessy. Now, if it was actually quick, I would let that slide. But there's nothing quick about it. There's nothing that says it's a Hennessy. Like I said in the video, pull this next to me in the game. And if I, like, pull this next to a person that never had this limited and didn't know it's existed, like in 2 updates, let's say, when this thing's not on sale anymore. Show it to a person, they'll be like, nice Mustang. And you had to explain to them that it was a Hennessy. Now, nobody will fucking believe this is a Hennessy because, first of all, it doesn't perform like a Hennessy. I know Hennessy, you know, like, you know, I know the Viper is also a Hennessy, but you can't say this is a Lotus because you can tell. And it would, even if you say it's a Lotus, its performance would be crazy. So you'd be like, even if you still believe it's a Lotus, it'll be that's a quick Lotus. But then this Mustang, bro, nothing says about it Hennessy. Not the performance, not the looks, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. And again, I feel like this vehicle was just added, was meant to be a Mustang, but then they were like, we can't just have a normal Mustang. The new gen. We can't just have a new gen Mustang in the game. They're like, why not? Because we have the racetrack one as a VIP, so we can't just have a normal spec as a limited until they made it into a Hennessy. But yeah, it's just hot trash. The biggest scam because it looks so good. It looks good. Also, one more thing. The only body parts of this vehicle, like body panels that are customizable, are the stripes on the bonnet and the grey paint. These vents, these bits like the side skirts, none of that. And at the back, there's like a black thing, stripe type thing over the vehicle's tail lights that you cannot customize, and it's big. Like you cannot unsee it if you see it. It's big. You'll see it, and then like you'll just keep on be like, you can't paint this vehicle any other color because that would just be that black bit would just be sticking out and it'll be looking tacky. You know what I mean? But yeah, this vehicle I still can't rank. Let's wait till Easter. Hopefully they add the Easter egg and I can get this vehicle finally. Well, yeah, this was my ranking of the vehicles that were added, and honestly, they had 3 bangers in the game added and 4 absolute scams. No, not even 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scams. And some mid vehicles, like these. And then mid vehicles like these. And then just overall great vehicles. They had everything. So every tier got their own vehicles. Apart from different breed. That's honestly... This, you know what? Even though I didn't rank this, I don't think I will be able to rank this when I get it. Because this is... You really can't set a benchmark for this, You can't. It's like saying, oh, I hate the first car in the world. It's so slow. But without it, we wouldn't have any of these vehicles. So yeah, it's the same thing here. This was the first limited. This is what started all of these vehicles' lives. If this wasn't added, these would be just normal vehicles and this tier list wouldn't exist. These vehicles would not have the honors to be a vehicle that only some players have. Not every player has. This is honestly, like, hands down, the godfather of every vehicle, limited vehicle, or every vehicle that had or has a golden tag in the game. Or, yeah. This cannot be ranked. This vehicle is just like, it's like, type of thing. It's like a god in this game, For limited, it's a god because it's the first, I might be just exaggerating here and I might be disrespectful, but honestly, this is the first vehicle. This vehicle never really had a benchmark to how it should be. Because first of all, this is a made-up vehicle. This is not a real vehicle. First of all, this is the only limited that's like, not the only, but like, this is the first limited and it was made up completely. Or maybe there's a real life concept that I don't know about. Well, honestly, this thing never really had a benchmark or goal, but this only had one goal. Start limited vehicles. And it succeeded because look how much limited vehicles we have in the game now. So this can't be ranked. This is a different breed vehicle. And I would go ahead and put this as like, the first car of Sirens. This as a first car with, trailer. This as rocket booster. This as a, fast car in the game. This as the first rally truck. This as the first car with no windshield. I can go on and I can just put every car into different breeds. So I'm only reserving this for extremely special vehicles. So if this is like this type of vehicle, first limited vehicle Sirens, yeah, I mean, you're not going there. That's pretty special, which is going to bump you up a few tiers, but you're not going to different breed because, I mean, come on. But yeah, technically, April Fool's vehicles and this vehicle are just all, like, this type of honorable mention type thing. Just I said different breed because they are a different breed. But it's like more of honorable mention. These vehicles, these 2 cars were a joke. April Fools, a joke. So they cannot be ranked. A joke cannot be ranked unless it's a joke tier list. And, well, this is the benchmark. This is like the first ever limited. Once again, cannot be ranked. It's the first limited that was ever created in Car Crushers. You can't rank that. You can't rank something that came first. That's impossible. Because it's the first thing. It's the first thing and then all these little ones came. You can't rank a first thing of something. So yeah, this is my tier list. If you disagree, I mean, tell me in the comments. I'll probably not care, but still read it and respond to you and argue with you, because I like doing that. Because I like arguing my point. Yeah. But anyways, I hope everybody has a good day after this. After I completely violated your favorite limited vehicles. Or maybe I put them up here. You never know. But yeah. By the way, the losers that I know are saying, "Oh, why is this here? This because this is the best free vehicle they ever added, and the Aston isn't." Just suck it up that the Aston wasn't the best free vehicle that they added the game. This was, because this is literally the best vehicle. I don't care if its top speed is 150 and this is quicker. I don't care. This looks way infinitely better, and it was a code vehicle. It's the only code vehicle in the game. It should be a different breed actually, because I'm not gonna put it there because I mean, once again, I'm not doing this bullshit. Oh, first siren. Oh, first body kit. You know, I'm not doing that. But this is the first code vehicle in the game and the only code vehicle in the game, so it just deserves to be must buy. Now you know what? Nah, this is a program type thing. It's not different because of what it is. It's different because of how you could obtain it. This is the only, not first, only vehicle you can get with a code. No other vehicle was ever given by a code. No other vehicle. When they'll release one, this thing will be probably removed from this tier list. Because they did say free vehicle at 2 million likes, and we're already at 2 million likes in Car Crush, so they will remove it probably. But you know what? This vehicle, for now, until that vehicle comes out, this vehicle will be staying here. Because this is the only code vehicle that the game ever seen. When the other vehicle will release, I'll put it back up to must buy, because I mean, honestly, it just is. Or if it comes on a resale, I'll say must buy. But until then, this vehicle is staying here because it's not being on resales and it's a code vehicle. So if you tap the code, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. And there's no other vehicle, none, that was obtained by a code. Even if there was, I don't think that in the game anymore, because yeah, you know, maybe there was one in 2017 before. Nah. The code wasn't a thing then. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. Also, this thing is now no longer the only vehicle with the, print-ons in the game. Yeah. There's a new vehicle that was added, and it's also a limited, and also be on this list when it comes out. And I'll make a list maybe at Easter times. But yeah, see you. Goodbye. Catch you later.